Well, I would just like to mention Oksana Trump. She has another last name on the internet feed to this YouTube channel. Like its opening page. Yeah. Oksana, Oksana, and then she has the last name I don't remember. But I'm naming her Oksana Trump. That's one of President Trump's problems, and it's on my internet feed because it's funny. She's so rich, it's evil. I don't know where she is. She could be in Russia because she has a house with a doorway that's too high. It has has a doorknob that would be at the level of where you would reach for a doorknob, but the door itself goes up high, like higher than a doorway would be here in America. Unless is there some place in America where the doors are like that? Well, there's a city. Yeah, she has one of her videos that's she's out in a city and she has a car, so she drove a car to a city. And I can't tell you what city it is. I would need to look at the street signs. I would have to look more closely. Well, I'll wait for something that gives me, because there's like the feed that goes to the internet like opening page that I would look at, and then there's something like where you can look at all the YouTube video shorts one after another. Yeah, so I can look through more of those. I didn't see them all. I saw, I don't know, maybe 5. Beautiful house. So, what I would like to say about myself deceased is I am ready to have dessert. I fell asleep last night after I ate dinner, and I didn't have this. So I'm thawing it right now. It's thaw and eat. I would like to know, how do you feel about homeless? Because I am homeless right here, waiting to have dessert in the morning. I missed something else last night. I missed myself. I missed the lovemaking with myself last night. I was sleeping. So, what I would like to say is that's because I don't like it. I would rather do that elsewhere. This world is no place for that because I still have to worry about you. I don't want to see you again. If I have to have sex with myself, I don't want to see you anymore. You can't have it both ways. That I love myself and I'm with myself, and the other way, you'll have everything I need for myself, and I don't finish the day. You're something like you don't have your own sex because you're not myself. And what you do with sexual abuse caused me to have this problem of me having sex with myself while I'm still alive. And I don't want it because it's beneath myself. I came higher in God than to have sex. I don't, because the sex would come out of myself and I am myself. And I don't afford this problem with the food. This is like a shared food supply. I don't have sex for everyone. So, what's going to happen with this pie? Because I just sexed the pie and it's not done. It's still a little too cold to eat it. Maybe let me set down the fork. I need to use the lid here. Okay. That's what it looks like. So what I want to do with myself is I need to bring up Joellen Myroff again, because she is somebody who reported there was sexual abuse in her house. Yeah. And I was a guest in her house, and I didn't see it myself. How did she report it? She wrote in a journal, and she told me I could read her journal, and she was watching me like in the room. And I didn't know what was in her journal, so she told me where to look in it. How much did I read of her journal? I don't want to sound like there's something wrong with me mentally, but I didn't know what it was that she wanted me to look at. So it was, I don't know, I want to say like a page, 2 pages, 3 pages. It's a journal, and I read something like an entry, so maybe, I don't know, 2 pages, something like that. It was her handwriting. I read it, and when I was done, I put it away, and I don't remember anything else about that. I put it back where I found it, where she told me where it was. And this journal, well, I'll tell you where the journal was. Joellen had her room was on the entry level of the house, and I didn't see the journal there. She didn't point out the journal to myself until she was in the basement level of the house, and she had a new renovated bedroom down there in the basement. So I'm there the other way. I'm there for the room that's on the upper level, and I got sent down to the basement because she was down there. Yeah. Well, she invited me. I'm there for gymnastics. I'm the friend of gymnastics, and that's where she first was friendly with myself about being. We went to her house and we went to the Fox Point pool, right? Well, okay, here's what's the special highlight of the day. We were at Kohl's food store, and they have not a vending machine, but it's a small, uh, what I would normally see is a gumball machine, okay? And it had goo in it. Goo. It was, mine was pink, and it's goo, and it's about 25 cents. So it was a quarter I put in the machine, and I got a goo out of the machine, which I would not normally do because I don't normally go to Kohl's, but I was with Joel and went to Kohl's. How old were we? Just about, I want to say 10 years old. Yeah. So I don't really shop at that age. I didn't really have much money at that age, maybe just a quarter. So I bought the goo. And that was something of the day. And then going to the Fox Point swimming pool is another thing of the day. Those are things I don't do by myself because my mom drives me to Mequon for the swimming pool. Even though she knows the Fox Point pool is right there, walking distance from the house. Well, that's what she does. So I don't go to the Fox Point pool. I can walk there, but you have to pay. You have to pay a gas fee. So I can't go alone because I don't have a membership at the Fox Point pool, and so if I go there, I have to pay a gas fee with a guest. So I can't go alone. It would have to be with somebody else. And if Joellen is a member of the Fox Point pool, that's what it looked like to me. I paid the gas fee and she just goes in. It should be I'm the member and she's the guest because I am myself deceased here. So that's how I know her from outside of school. And then when she invited me to her house about this room in the basement with renovations, was like green carpeting, and the walls were white, and there was something special about the walls, which is you can just put it's cushy, like you can put a tack into the walls and hold up a drawing or a picture, like a photograph. You can hang up a photograph with tacks, and it was not drywall. It was like cushy, like I don't know how that was. So she had things hanging on the walls. So I was there as a guest in that room when I was 14 or 15 until the end of high school, but that wasn't the plan because I'm the friend from gymnastics. So I was her friend, but from gymnastics, and she was doing gymnastics at Nicolay High School, and I was not doing gymnastics at Homestead High School for more than one season because I don't actually do that anymore. I'm a tennis player at that time, and I was doing gymnastics just one season because I just asked to be there and they let me do a little bit of the vault, which is not good for me. I could do the floor. And they didn't say I could do the floor. I can't do the floor. I could do the vault. I can do the floor, but I can't do the floor. I can do the vault. So it was one season of gymnastics. And I was talking to Joellen about gymnastics in her house again. But that was after 10 years old. At 14 years old, I was talking to her about gymnastics again. And she did gymnastics for Nicolay. But I wasn't there because I moved to Mequon, so I don't really know if I'm friends with people who are from where I was originally because I don't have my original house. Um, and I don't have the keys to the house. I'm not a landlord. There's a realtor that has the keys to my house. Yeah, so who sent her? Because I sort of don't trust Joellen like that now, but I wouldn't have said that at the time because I didn't have much of a choice. I have to be nice to people who are nice to me. Yeah, she's nice to me, but why? Where was this going? Because I'm not in my original house. Well, I didn't call a realtor on my house and say you can have it, and I didn't get any money for my house, and it's my house. It is my house. I'm alive this way that it's my house, and I didn't get any money for it from the realtor. None, not even $1. Do they just courtesy take my house away and give me parents? Because who are you? That's the creator of the strangers. I don't want to know you. I don't ever want to see you again. No. Are we going to the afterlife? I know, but I have an overlord. So I'm going to see my overlord in the afterlife, so it's not an overlord anymore. And then what about everything that's not my overlord? Well, something gave me an overlord for 45 years of alive, and I'm the Lord is just fine with me. I don't need an overlord. So Joellen's journal about sexual abuse. Well, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. But it's against myself in a different way than it's against herself with herself. I didn't have much to say about it at the time. Who was in the journal? Was it Benji Pearlstein? He's Benji to me. He's Ben to her. He's Benji to me. He's 5 years old to me. Yeah, I don't want to know. Benji grew up and he looks the same. Yeah. Now he's 40. Now he's my age, would be 48 years old. Benji's 48 years old now. Wow. I don't think you people that I knew when I was 5 years old afford to be my height and my age, and you still have property in dispute because you were yourselves formed as a child after that I'm the Godhead is small for this world. And that's how you were formed a child, but not by myself. You're formed as a child by Jesus. You're just formed after myself, the size of myself being small, a child. So that's why I think you don't hold alive. And I know Joellen, I know her from maybe around the time I knew Benji, but I don't know them together at that age. So Joellen was 4, but I met her when she was 5, and I know Benji from Camp JCC in the summer. So what I want to say about Benji Pearlstein is I don't actually like that he's anywhere near her, because why didn't he just die because he was little? And why didn't Joellen die because she was little? Well, a lot of people from school were still there. Benji's not from my school. He's from the neighborhood, but not my school. So but I don't afford that you grow up and you look like you don't know how to die, but that's true. You were so little. You don't afford the real big world the way that I am living in the world. They're all shunts around myself and they don't pay out anything. And if you have something from when you were 5 years old, you approximately stole it from my mom. My mom's the one who would be collecting all the money and keys. And if she doesn't give me anything extra, then you owe that you give me something and ensure it that she doesn't take it away from me. Because my mom locked me out of my house. Well, I don't know why it's alive this way, but it's been alive this way for 25 years. Joellen journal with some boyfriend problem with Benji Pearlstein in the journal. Or what if it was somebody else? Well, I saw the journal in the year 1991 approximately. Was it 1992? Okay, let me go with my age. Okay, 77, 87, 90, that's 13, 91 is 14, 1991, 92, right around there. Um, so it's not due to know her at all at that age. And um, I'm not supposed to be sexually abused myself because I'm the Godhead. I'm not really the same as you, even though I'm only this big. You don't actually afford this size of myself. You don't afford that I'm the same height and weight as most of you around my age. Um, and you also don't afford my age. You don't afford that I'm not really one of you. You don't know how to talk to me. You don't know how to be nice to me. It's that you just don't know me. It's not due to know who I am. And then I've known Joellen so long, she doesn't really get it that if she sees me, she should run and leave the school and never come back, leave gymnastics and never come back. And she needs to be in jail and prison on the points that I saw in her journal about having a boyfriend problem that's due in jail and prison. You don't do that unless somebody has a gun to your head. Well, I've been molested, but I'm the Godhead. I don't have leverage to be in your jails. And you have guns in public that go off on me in another way. So, sexual abuse to myself is not the same threatening as when you have sexual abuse between yourselves. Why is that even possible? Why don't you have a threatening that you would be in jail? Why? I don't get it. What does sex have to do with it? Because I'm alive here and I am the SX and I'm not killing anything but myself here. Pretty much all you're doing is causing that everybody knows how to have sex when they meet myself. The females know how to pass me to a male problem they don't want, and a male knows how he will never leave me because he wants everything for free and he's illegal in the genitals. Well, I don't actually want to talk to you about that. No, I don't. I'm the Essex, and I am married, is true, but not right here. I am the daughter figure of myself, but not really, because I am both. I am son of God and daughter all in one. It's hysterical. I don't want to have sex with myself because that's sort of incested. I don't want it. And I've been molested and I can't get out of it. And it's not fair because I died the wrong way, is true. Yeah, but I died out of form. That means it was incested, is true. But that's molested. The molesters, I can name a few of them, but all I can say is it's molested from year 1990, well, like I guess high school and onwards. But I'm full height and in high school, and I don't want to be molested because I work really hard. And I did. I got molested, and it was hysterical. I don't like it at all. I don't want to be molested by one of you because you're a cheap shunt. Like Donna, she's one cheap shunt, and she's what each and every one of you are. And you're not supposed to touch me in the genitals. Did you do that to Donna? Because she's the one who's causing you to be alive because you're not in my house. That's Donna, and I'm the one who got molested. And I don't. My mom has done a lot of crime lording. I don't agree with that, but I'm not the one who's causing that problem. And you hate me this much, and you don't have that solved with just Donna. That she's in my house and she's gonna lock me out of my house, and then she did lock me out of my house. And you didn't get angry with her about that because you didn't have a problem. I know, but you have a problem with me that's so angry now at this point. I'm just letting you know. Joellen's sexual abuse journal problem. I'm not going to call the police or call the boyfriend or call my parents or call anybody or tell anybody about Joellen's journal because I didn't write the journal. It's not mine. Actually, I'm not. You want to know what I think about you and your problems. I think, why do you have any problems? Why aren't you just homeless? You don't know how to be homeless. You don't have anything to gain inside the housing. And she has some domestic problem in the housing with Benji. Pearlstein doesn't live there. That's because she doesn't live there in karma. It's my house, but I don't want it with Joellen in there. It's my house if it's empty and I can have it for myself. Otherwise, I'm just there as a guest. If you think you can afford me, well, why are you like that? Well, what's wrong with you? I'm not really what that is. I didn't invite Joellen to my house and show her a journal about sexual abuse. No, I did not do that. Well, you don't think there's something wrong with her. Let's say, okay, survey says, do you think there's something wrong with Joellen, or do you think there's something wrong with me? If you think there's something wrong with me, I'll see you in the afterlife about that. She has to be homeless on that point that she has a problem with a guest in her house named Benji Pearlstein. She's not really aliving the house, I have to say that at this point. The penis, genital, and the female castration of a penis female, you do not alive the house. I alive the house. I find the house is illegally alive. You have to have a dong genital to alive the house, and you don't. Nobody has a dong genital in this world. You don't alive the house. So that's why I can't solve Joellen's journal. She doesn't alive the house for herself, and she has problems that don't make sense because she doesn't belong in the house. She can't be in the house because she doesn't alive it, and she'll not die in there. She has no reason to be in there. That's why she has invited me to her house, and it's not due to invite me as a guest to your house because you don't alive the house yourself. That means you have an illegal entry into the house. It's like a burglary. Yeah. I'm not a burglar. I alive the house.